Hey guys, Kevin here again. I'm going to do video number 2 for the YouTube channel Lessons with Kev. And today we're going to talk about critics and haters, the difference between, because like most of you in today's society we confuse the two. So and I want to give you a little few things to kind of help you identify them. So before you let someone's rude criticism bother you, ask yourself, is this a person I want to be alike? I want to be like, or what has this person done or created? Often they say is the loudest boos come from the cheapest seats, or from the cheapest losers in the seats. So that's just kind of how my interpretation of it. But here we go. Critics and haters are not the same thing, and the fact that so many of us can't stand to hear anything besides how wonderful we are is keeping a lot of us from getting to where we want to be. I think one of the greatest strengths in a person can intentionally develop a discernment as paired with the ability to take criticism with the grace and humility. And they like that. We all like to hear nice things about ourselves. A lot of times those people who only ever have nice things to say about you, or your work all the time, are people who want to be liked by you more than they want to see you reach your full potential. Folks who want to see you flourish will respectfully point out your areas of growth. And those people aren't haters. Those people who are actually on your team, but they know you can't win at the rate and then the way you're moving right now. So don't take it as a bad thing. And that's where the discernment comes in. The ability to know who to give your ear to and who to ignore is key in knowing whether a person's words are a thoughtful critique or just being a hater. But if you try to lump unpleasant feedback as all hate, quote unquote, you will stifle yourself. You're gonna stifle yourself. You're gonna keep yourself stagnant. You'll forever be stagnant. You'll never be able to take constructive criticism, as my grandmother and my mother would always say. You got to be able to handle the good and the bad, along with the praise and the boos. So no one else will have to do it, because you'll do it yourself if you're just seeing yourself as that you can only take high praise from everybody. You'll forever remain stagnant, forever remain stifled with yourself. And on the flip side of that, if the person who is trying to give thoughtful feedback to genuinely help you grow, you have to be sure you've taken the time to build a relationship with them, where your words won't be dismissed as hate and negativity. So if you do have something, they're not sending, you're not feeling like they coming at you sideways, and you're not feeling like they coming at you sideways for it. So, but the long and short of it is that most of the time, not nearly as many people want to see you fail as you may think. However, you also have to realize that a big part of having support, and y'all love that word so much out here, is that it can often look like criticism. And criticism can be a good thing. If no one ever criticized me, my grades, my coaching, my work ethic wouldn't be successful today. It's partly successful because of my hard work, and partly because I listen to things other coaches have told me, other coworkers have told me how to perfect my craft. Even with the podcast, this YouTube channel, the blog, I've taken everything. Never felt slighted the least at anything negative that was reported to me. But imagine what would happen if every time somebody gave me feedback and I didn't like it, and I chose to get rid of that person or act a fool. I'd be out of pocket. I wouldn't have any friends. Nobody would support me the way they do. It's the same thing with other areas of your life. If you want to be a better friend, a family member, spouse, parent, or whatever, you have to be willing to hear things you don't like sometimes from people you trust and who have your best interest at heart. Otherwise, you will continue to be raggedy in those areas and continue to have them negatively impact all the dope things that you're trying to do in your life. Hey, this is your daily message of critics and haters, brought to you by your boy Kevin. God bless you guys.